This is another Friday. We are going to learn Swahili. Our topic today is greetings. Our topic today is greeting. This is lesson 3 for term 1, 2023. So we are going to have 2 lessons this Friday of, I think, 17th. This Friday and then next Friday, greeting number 1 and number 2. So our method and learning style this Friday is role play. So we are going to use role play, where we are going to have a partner 2 by 2, and you practice greeting. One to speak in English, another one to return in Swahili, and then you swap the role. So the first thing is to practice. One will speak in English, another one speak in Swahili, and then after you finish, you swap the role and you do a number of time, like 3 times, 4 times. So remember, every time we meet on Friday, it is to learn to speak Swahili words, Swahili sentences, whether we do song, learning Swahili song, watching a video, Swahili English video, whether we are doing role play, we are writing things in the book. The idea is to be able to speak Swahili words. Not only words, but speak Swahili sentence. So when you meet in Kenyan community, because the main language, like in Australia, is English. If you don't know somebody and you meet somebody in the bus, you have to speak in English because you don't know which country he or she is from. In Kenya, if you meet somebody in the bus, in the street, and you don't know, on the street, and you don't know where he come from, you have to speak Swahili because everyone speaks Swahili, but we have over 45 or 50 languages in Kenya. So you may not know where somebody is from, so you have to speak Swahili. So I'm going to give example that you can practice with the teacher this Friday. You can tailor this one to use this one, the one I have here, or the teacher can come with the class, and the teacher can come with their own greetings. And then we have role play, where the student practice in pairs about speaking Swahili greetings in English, and another one speaking Swahili, and they swap the role and they do like 3 to 4 times. So the first one I have here is, in Kenya we say habari ya asubuhi. Habari ya asubuhi, it means good morning, or how is your morning. Good morning, or how is your morning. Good morning, habari ya asubuhi. So the response will be mzuri. Mzuri. So habari ya asubuhi, mzuri. So I think when we do the role play, it will not be English to Swahili. It will not be the person doing the role play. Person 1 have to speak greeting, and the other one has to do the response. It's not English then or Swahili English. It is Swahili Swahili, English English. So you know what it means. For example, person 1 need to say habari ya asubuhi. Then the second student have to return mzuri. The best way is to start with English. Good morning. Good morning to you. Or morning to you too. Good morning. Good morning to you too. Then you have to repeat in Swahili. Habari ya asubuhi, which means good morning. The second student had to say mzuri. So remember, it's not speaking English Swahili. It is Swahili Swahili, English English, English and English, Swahili and Swahili. So when you say a greeting or speak a greeting to someone, as you do the role play, you have to say in Swahili, the student 1, and the student 2, the second pair have to, your partner has to say in Swahili. Then you do in English, and then respond in English. And I'll do example here. So I repeat example 1. Habari ya sorry, we start with English because that's what we know. It's always good to start with what you know, because idea is to learn Swahili. Let's start with English. Good morning. So the second student have to say good morning to you or morning to you too. Then you have to do in Swahili. It means the same greetings. Habari ya asubuhi. So the respondent or the one who respond for that greeting, you have to say mzuri. Number 2, unaendeleaje? Also English. How are you doing? How are you doing? A greeting we use most of the time. In Australia, I found when I came to Australia, they say good. In Kenya, we don't have we never use good. So how are you doing? You may say good, but in Kenya they say fine, thank you. In Kenya they say fine, thank you, but here they say good. How are you? Good, good, good. I was finding very funny because when I came to Australia, good was used by a teacher when you get like 10 over 10 in math, 8 over 8 in English. Say very good. But when I came here, when you say, how are you, say very good or good, good, good. But we say fine, thank you in Kenya, but it still meaning the same. So you say, unaendeleaje? How are you doing? So you say fine, thank you or good. In Swahili is unaendeleaje? Mzuri. English, how are you doing? Fine, thank you. Swahili, unaendeleaje? Mzuri. Number 3, good day. How is your day? Or good day. Australians say good day. Or sorry, that's wishing you a good day. Sorry. Yeah, it's the same. Good day. Australians say good day. But in Kenya, we say have a good day. Australia, they shorten it. Good day. But here, Kenya, we say have a good day. I wish you a good day. So good day or have a good day. The responder, most of the time, they say, okay, thank you. Fine, thank you. Swahili is siku njema, asanti. So siku njema, that is in the morning you are going for a journey or you're going to work and somebody bidding you by say have a good day, say thank you in Swahili, siku njema, asanti. That is thank you. Siku njema, uwe na siku njema. You can still you can make it longer. Have a good day, we can say uwe na siku njema. Then you have to return asanti. Number 4, habari, sorry, in English, how is your evening? Fine, thank you. Australia may say good. Kenya say fine, thank you. How is your evening? Fine, thank you. In Swahili, habari za jioni. Habari za jioni. So the respondent is mzuri. So the respondent is the one who responds to the greeting. So habari za jioni, mzuri. How is your evening? Fine, thank you. There is I don't know whether it's a saying they use in Kenya all the time. Most of the time in Kenya, they will not tell you the way like we started they say habari yako. You can see practice the habari yako. How are you? Mzuri. How are you doing? Or habari yako? How are you? Good. Australians say good. In Kenya say fine, thank you. Habari yako. Mzuri. But in most cases, Kenya, they say sasa. I don't know whether it's right Swahili. It looks like Sheng. Say sasa poa. How are you? Good. How are you? Good. Or how are you? Fine. In Kenya, they can say sasa mzuri. Or you can say habari yako. Mzuri. Or they use it's like a Sheng. Sasa poa. Habari yako mzuri. Sasa poa. How are you? Good. Or habari yako mzuri. Or sasa poa. How are you? Good. Or how are you? Fine, thank you. So another one is that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6, sorry, how have you been? Maybe you meet many people seated together in a table. How have you been? Or a family. How have you been? Fine, thank you. Or we are fine, thank you. In Swahili, mumeshinda aje. Mumeshinda aje. Mumeshinda aje. Mumeshinda aje. Mzuri. Mumeshinda aje. Mzuri. So as you do the Lord Prayer, So that one you need to say mumeshinda aje. Then the second person to say mzuri. In English, how have you been? Fine, thank you. It's good to repeat in English so you know what it means. The last one is watoto. Sorry, in English. The last one in English is, I will start with English. How are you children? How are you children? We are fine, thank you. We are fine, thank you. How are you children? Or how are you doing children? Or how are you children? How are you children? So the children will return, we are fine, thank you, teacher, if it's a teacher speaking. So, oh, how are you? We are fine, thank you. Then in Swahili, watoto hamjambo, ama hamjambo watoto. Hamjambo watoto. Then the children will return, hatujambo, hatujambo. Hamjambo watoto. Hatujambo, hatujambo. So that is example I've come up with, but the teacher can come up with others, and the student in class, you do role play where two people or in pair, they practice how to speak Swahili greeting as a in role play. Role play is where you act like you're doing the real scenario. So one person to speak the greeting, the other one to respond to the greeting. It has to be done in English and Swahili. So you know what it means, because we know English but we don't know Swahili. So that is the lesson of this Friday. And after, you have to write in your book what you have learned both in English and Swahili. The greetings, you write in your exercise book what you have learned and practice and did the role play. It has to be written both in Swahili and English. Thank you.